beats you every time.
I'll tell you, Hannibal, it doesn't sound right to this busboy.
Don't sound right to this one either.
All right. Count me in. But how are we going to help him if he won't take our help?
Well, I did notice a big warehouse for rent down the street. Now, we could open our own restaurant, borrow the money from Jack the Ripper, and then throw him a party. I've always wanted me own Irish pub ever since I was a wee one. I'll call her the Naked Lady, and the bar will have a brass rail, sir. And we will have Irish stew, sir.
Excuse me, sir. If you're planning to open up a restaurant, let me introduce myself. My name is H.M. Murdoch, and I belong to the pt.2. Failure to hire our personnel will lead to picketing, bad press, and no cookies before bed.
If you are a union representative, sir, let me tell you that in my establishment there will be no lollygagging. And your workers will work, sir, or they'll be sacked, sir.
Ta-ta-ta-ta.
Excuse me, fellas. May I interrupt this farce, please?
Sure, face.
Okay. We don't know anything about running a restaurant.
It won't be a restaurant, but it will be a place that Jackie Lane can get his pants pressed.
Let's go. I can hardly wait.
Well, what do you think?
Well, it's a clever decor. Unpainted walls, exposed lighting. Yeah, it's a sort of industrial chic.
You've got to visualize it, face. Mirrors framed in oak all around the room. A great bar along this wall with huge paintings of a naked lady hanging lights, a pool table, green felt, green carpet, and a superb, bright piano by the door.
Hannibal, do we have to call it the Naked Lady?
Absolutely.
And may I ask why?
Well, last month I was working on a picture called Snake from the Center of the Earth.
I don't like snakes, man.
Oh, you'd love this one. I played the snake, and I played him with a kind of a charming, rakish lust. I devoured the leading lady's poodle in the last reel.
Hannibal, does this have anything to do with opening a restaurant?
Well, the best set in the movie was an Irish pub called the Naked Lady. Now, that particular set was folded and stacked in a scene dock at Allied Pictures in the Valley. The art director's a friend of mine. Now, with any luck, I could get him to set it up here for a modest fee.
Does it by any chance have a kitchen?
Complete in every detail, but nothing works. We'd have to get the food at Gino's and zip it down the alley.
If nothing works, then you ought to fit right in, Murdoch.
Ha ha ha.
As my dear departed father once said, laugh only after your sting has been inserted.
Is this what we're going to have to put up with? Listening to you rattle these silly Irish proverbs?
You astonish me, Face. Now, why should I have to remind you that musical is the mouth that won't be closed?
Oh, yeah? Well, how about this one? A closed mouth makes no enemies.
But it catches no flies.
That's right.
Ha ha.
No, the Irish are a witless breed. Don't you think, B.A.?
Hey, Hannibal, what do you want me to do, man?
I want you to hang outside Jack Lane's office. Find out who his collector is. Follow him. See who's on his account sheet. I'll call the art director, make arrangements to pick up the set. You guys get a truck to do it.
All right. Hannibal, what are you going to do?
I think it's about time for Sean O'Shea III to borrow some money from Mr. Jack the Ripper Lane. They say he has lunch at the Fairview every afternoon.
Excuse me, Mr. Lane. There is a gentleman here to see you.
Ramon, I'm right in the middle of lunch.
Yes, sir.
No, wait a second. Give him 3 minutes. When the entree comes, he goes.
Mr. Lane says you have all but 3 minutes.
Ah, thank you, sir. Time is a fine storyteller, and history a fond student. What? Ha ha.
What do you want?
Oh, allow me to introduce myself. I am Sean O'Shea of the Dublin O'Sheas, and I've been led to believe that you are a man who would invest in a business that might need money.
No, I don't invest in spit. Now, every now and then I loan some guys some money.
I'm opening a new pub. It's one where you can drink ale and sing songs and dine on Irish stories. I haven't touched the Blarney Stone, but she'll be a beautiful restaurant. I'm going to call her the Naked Lady. She's on Beaker Street. I've rented the building.
Look, if you want to borrow some money, why don't you just spit it out? I don't have a lot of time here, you understand?
Oh, I can understand your irritability, sir. As my dear departed father once said, there is no welcome for one who borrows.
Now, you came here to borrow money from me, is that right? Well, here's the deal. I loan up to $10,000. I don't ask for collateral. If you don't pay me back, I break your head in two.
Well, that is indeed a stiff penalty.
I get a high interest on $10,000. I collect $1,000 a week.
Oh, that is a very high interest.
Well, like my dear father used to say, if you got the gelt, you don't give it away cheaper, else everybody thinks you're a dummy.
Your father was a wise man.
No, my father was a bum. You understand? A bum. He worked all of his life in a gas station. Now I'm the one who takes care of him and pays for an old folks' home. The man moans and groans, moans and groans.
Yes, well, let me tell you about the kind of place
Wait a second. Wait. I never said you could sit down, did I?
No.
Look, you want to borrow my money, right? Those are the terms. If you don't, hit the road.
There are no papers to sign.
Are you kidding? I'm not even going to shake your hand. Look, once a week, myself or Travis.
Mr. Travis, and how are you, sir?
Myself or Travis are going to come around to collect the money. If you don't have the vigorish, then I'm going to personally sign my name on your forehead with my fist.
Oh, there's no need to make threats, sir. I'm a cook. Oh, my family are cooks. I mean, we are restaurant people.
We're just leaving.
Yes, but do I get the money?
Travis will bring it by.
Well,